Hello. Good afternoon. I realized I forgot to put my mic on. All right. Welcome to the live trading session. We're going to be trading FOMC meeting today. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for today, and thank you for all of your goodness, your kindness, and your grace, and your mercy. And thank you for all the blessings and provisions, and thank you for this opportunity to trade live, and pray that there'll be some good volatility and good moves today, and that there'll be just lots of participants, and let it be a good session. Help me to be grateful for every 2 pips or 3 pips that we pull in today. In the name of your Son, Yeshua, amen. All right, so I was just pulling out to the hourly for a second. I don't know if this technical shape is going to start playing into the euro dollar at the moment. I'm seeing this this kind of a head and shoulders type pattern coming in. It's not very good, not very clean one. But if it weren't a head and shoulders, it's kind of rounding over. So I'm looking at that as a technical reason to start playing to the short side, but I really have no idea when it comes to the economic outlook of what will happen today. So I'm just going to play it technically and just play what I see. That's my game plan. So, but I'm just seeing this technical reason for the euro dollar to round over and head down, bringing some dollar strength back into this instrument. So I like to start a little bit wider at the start of these trading sessions. So I'm putting 50 pip stop loss and a 3 pip take profit for now. And we'll start out with that until we get a couple of those big moves in and out and done with, and then I kind of will readjust unless it stays really high big swings, then maybe we'll keep it at that. But if it kind of backs off just a little, then I'll bump it back down as the session goes on. So all right, so I am going to play, because we are currently right at support area right in here, I'm going to play the long side to start out, and we'll just go from there. I probably will end up on both sides of the market unless we just get a directional move. Then we'll just play to that direction. So we'll start out here with a long, and that 3 pips does not really, you know what, I'm gonna, until I see a little bit energy coming in, I'm gonna bump it back down to 2 pips just for now, but I'm gonna leave the stop loss at 50. Because as I build this position, I don't want to get whipped out of just a big spike one way or the other. So we'll just start out with that long. Hopefully there's a bit of a bottom here, and if not, should be lots of opportunities to wobble out. Use that wobble method of trading that we use every day in these live trading events. when I'm on my own, I'll sometimes listen to what they're saying in the news, but I'm just going to focus on the chart today, not listening to anything or having any influence on whatever it is they say during their meetings. Saying stuff and I'm muted. I was just saying that I like to start 20-30 minutes ahead of these meetings and be in before the volatility so that the volatility can take me out of my trades for profits. And I like to finish up ahead of time so that I don't get stuck in decreasing volatility. So I'm in a little early and then out a little early to try and give myself the best chance for staying in the high volatility and leaving before it dies off and getting stuck, because it just sucks getting stuck in trades and when everybody leaves in the afternoon, especially when it's a news event that's kind of later in the afternoon, it can die off pretty quickly sometimes. So I like to anticipate, get in early and get out early. Oh yeah, what are we starting at here? Starting at 952. 9,952. And we'll see what we can do. I don't have any expectations of what will happen or what I can put in the account or what will exit the account. Zero expectations whatsoever. I know in the past I have made 0.5% in the account. I've made even more than that too on some of events. So I know what's possible. I know what an average yield might end up being, but you know, 0.5 to 1% depending on how long I sit in here, and depending on how much volatility, how many participants we really get. But I have no expectations. Okay, just bump it into our target here. Just need one little push and we'll tag that. Not really seeing that high energy just yet, but at any moment, I think we could see it just all of a sudden the market will start moving. So it's not quite there yet, but probably any moment. Got 15 minutes to the news event. And there we go. Just hit that target for the first one. Made $1.20 on that one. It's a good start. So let's pull up the trade history. So that trade was on for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 minutes. We'll notice that that will pick up soon. We'll start hitting targets much sooner than 8 or 9 minutes, but not bad for pre-news. Let's just see if we can play both sides here. We've got downward pressure. So I think I will play both sides. If this pops back up, maybe I'll get into a short. Start the short side. If we get a bump down, we'll get back into a long. And the method that I'm demonstrating here is, it's pure money management is what it is. I'm not trading for specific strategy or patterns. I'm using the chart patterns to give me some probability, but the method of wobbling is just a method of money management. And money well managed is really what you want at the end of the day when it comes to trading. The chart patterns are great. They can give you probability. You can trade a system based off of chart patterns or indicators. But even if you do, money management is the key principle to moving your equity ahead. While we're just waiting here, I'll put maybe just a couple lines in here to trade off of, right in there. I don't really use these too much at news events because they usually just blow right. See, there's the energy. So I'm going to just add a short right in here. And then we'll add another one at this line. These lines and these support and resistance points often just get blown out of the water. See, here's that energy coming. That's what we want. That's what we want. So on that push up, I'm going to try and get my short as it's pushing up. And I'm going to bump this up to 3 pips now for the take profit, as we're getting just about 10 minutes to the news. So start putting in 3 pip take profits. Just pushes up just a little bit more. There we go. So our target is coming in. It's a tight squeeze in there. I should really be having the target just a little above that, but we'll just leave it there for now. 10 minutes to the news. Just gonna pull out a little bit wider for a second here and see where those 50 pip stop losses are landing. Yeah, they're nice and clear of all these highs. That's what I wanted to make sure that we're clearing all those highs. But yeah, we're likely gonna blow past these highs or the lows that we've established over the past couple weeks. And right at the start of this, this thing may run straight up and smash stop losses. I'm prepared for that to happen, and so I'm just going to keep it fairly light before we enter into the news. So just know that this could go straight up and just smash my stop losses, and that's okay. We'll just reset and just start over, and we'll keep going from there. That likely means we'll have some strong bullish pressure coming in if we go and just smash those 50 pip stop losses. So we'll hop on to some of that strength and make some of that money back. So the losses are just part of the game. So they are expected to hold the same rate, between 3.5 and 3.75%. Experts viewing the rate cuts as unlikely for the remainder of the year due to persistent inflation from high oil prices, while some analysts suggest a potential rate cut might be delayed until 2027. The market is pricing in a slim chance of a reduction later in 2026 if labor markets weaken significantly. So, yeah, they're planning to keep the rate where it's at. So if we saw all of a sudden that rate changed, we would probably have some wild rodeo in the market. I don't know what it's gonna do if it ends up just staying where it is. Like, I don't know. I don't know these things. That's okay. We don't need to know them in order to make money. We just need a good process and follow that process. And I think it's just important to understand that when you're trading these bigger news events like this, your process can work, but you may have to adjust it just slightly for these big high impact news events. So that's why I generally like to start with wider variables in my trading, just to get a feel for the movement. But absolutely keeping stop losses in place, that's for sure. Don't want to show up here with 0 stop losses. Three minutes and 30 seconds. All right, we've got 2 minutes to the news, to the federal funds rate. And then half an hour after that, we've got the press conference, which should keep the market moving. This already is a little bit of a slow start. Usually I feel like we would see a little bit more movement than this coming in ahead of time, but so we'll see. It's just not the greatest indication that there's a lot of people coming into the market. Okay, we got 1 minute to the news. Let's see how we do. Thirty seconds. $15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. go. Tagged one of those take profits. We got the second one. There's a lot of slippage in there. We did okay, even though there's slippage. Okay, we'll grab one trade here on the long. This is already, to me, this is looking like a little bit slower than I expected. We got a profit on that one. $1.50, perfect. Couple trades locked in to start things out. That's a good start. So we'll let this market extend out somewhere. Yeah, that is not the type of movement I would have expected just yet. Let's see if it picks up. We're going to take the outer edges of this market, so if it drops a bunch, the rate didn't change. So I think I'm going to be happy to play both sides for now, until at least the meeting, the press conference. So we'll grab a short up here. Grab another short. Just going to space these out. There's a profit. Just got to tell myself to be slow and easy to the chase here. There's another profit. We got another couple profits right away. Perfect. Good start. So if this drops, we'll enter into longs. I just want it to go somewhere, not right in the middle. Just currently right in the middle of that price action. So I'd rather it go one side or the other. Okay, let's check. Let's just do a measure and see how much movement we've got there so far. So we've got 14.5 pips of movement from one side to the other in just the first couple minutes. Yeah, this is an indication of a slower news event. Something drastic's going to have to happen during that meeting, I thought, because this is way slow at the moment. So I'm going to bump my take profits down to 2 pips and drop my variables down to 30. Sorry, my stop loss is down to 35. And then maybe we may bump it back up in 30 minutes if things get wild, but I'm kind of thinking that we'll probably be good with these variables for the rest of the session. Yeah, the market's just stuck in the middle right now. Doesn't have any motivation to go anywhere. All right, let's try a long right here. Okay, we'll let this market see if it can extend out a little bit more. No. Okay, we took profit on that one. That's good. There's some energy. See if we can get a drop and we'll put another long on. Or if it pops up, we'll short it. Got a pretty good feeling we're gonna just kind of pinch and consolidate. Here we're gonna go long, at least until for the next 20 minutes. There's surprisingly not a lot of participants in here. So chances are I will not want to be trading for much more than an hour in total. So at this rate, I'm probably going to finish things up around 3 o'clock or an hour after. So we want to take advantage of whatever energy we can find and then be out of it and be out soon. Definitely don't want to get stuck in a dying market, which might happen today. All right, just see if that can extend out a little bit more. Just a little bit more, and we'll take another long. It's kind of bumping into this one spot. I'm going to take a long there. If we can get another extension down, I'll add another short into it. Okay, it's bumped into this spot a few times now during this 1 minute candle. So if I can grab, if I can get I need a little bump down, I'm going to take it. Okay, we've got a candle, it's closed. The body is above the previous wick, so we definitely are slowing its momentum right as we speak. Didn't quite get the opportunity to get in another trade just yet, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to grab that next trade there. I kind of timed that wrong. I added it just a hair too early. we're just taking profits on that first trade, and we're starting to create a 3-bar reversal on the 1-minute chart just at the moment. So if we can get that bar to close above the previous bar's high, that'd be a good chance. Then we'll see a little bit of follow through on the upside. Otherwise, I will probably, if it pops down, I'll grab another long again. I think if I can grab that next long, we'll take we'll take 2 profitable trades, and we'll take the third one off at kind of like a break even or a small loss. And then I'm going to flip to the short side just because we're seeing a little bit more pressure into the downside. So I want to, if I can get it here, I'd like to use that opportunity to flip over. So if we can close above these 2 candle highs, then we'd be looking good for pop up further, but it looks like we're not going to get that just at the moment. Okay, one more pop up, and we'll try and just take that last one off. So we got 2 profitable trades on that. Oh, it's actually going in our favor, so maybe we'll just hold on to it for a sec. Breaking that candle's high. So we'll try and grab it for some profits if we can. I think I'm going to bring this target down just a little below these highs in here. See, it's bumping right into these highs, so I want to get out of this at break even right there. Took a little profit. Perfect. All right, I'm going to flip over to the short side. Okay, if we can get another extension, we'll add up another short somewhere up in here. Anywhere up in here. Seeing maybe across this line here might be a good spot. Okay, we'll grab a short there. So now we got 2 trades on the short side. We've got about 10 minutes till their meeting. We'll grab one more short up at these highs as well. And I'm gonna try and keep the market as close to me as I can. So if we can grab some profit and get the next trade off for about a break even, I'll probably will take that again. Just because it is not moving at the rate of speed that I was hoping and anticipating. So I'll just be happy with just a little less today. Just moving in and taking profit on that one. So we can just get another little push down. I'll just take the other trade off for see if we can just get a break even on it. Right there. Just a really small loss. And now I just want to sit and wait. We're just kind of in the middle. So we're doing good though. Up about $8 so far. That's a good start. Let's pull up the trade history. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 shorts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 longs. Oh, and then another series of shorts over here. Well, this is a lot slower. So if it we're gonna cut things, I definitely just want to be sure to get out of the market while there's. So essentially, we're gonna get the meeting. Hopefully, we'll stir up some more participation, but I may only participate for 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, and then I'll just want to get out. Because this is an indication that there's not a whole lot of people really wanting to get this thing going. So we'll see. You never know what can happen at these meetings when they start asking questions and stuff. It can really get things going. So we'll just wait and see what happens there. We're just going to be patient and wait for just a good trade setup, good extension one way or the other. I don't want to just get in here while we're just right in the middle. So we're just going to wait a bit. Yeah, you can just look how tight this market's pinching right now. It's barely going anywhere. It's barely moving. And we have 3 minutes to the meeting. So I definitely just want to see that people start coming in here for sure. At the moment, this is not all that encouraging. Just one more minute to the meeting. If it can pop down and test that previous low, I'll get into a long. Start there. All right, meeting starts now. Let's get going here, please. Let's go. Just have a quick measure. This leg is now 10 pips. Man. Okay, there's some energy coming in here. Let's try and put a long on then. Grab another long at the very bottom of the, right near the last pivot. There's a profit for us. Nice. Hit $1.20, got a little bit of positive slippage, just a little. Okay, we'll get ready to add another long if we can just stretch down a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more. I gotta tell myself to go slow. Okay, we've got a strong bull or bear candle with a really strong close. So I'm just gonna see if we can get a little bit more of an extension before I get into my trade. All right, right about here. Let's get into a long right there. Now we're just about even with that previous pivot. So it's a good place to start. And I think it might need to wait 10 minutes before the Q&A comes up. So okay, there's another profit. Perfect. There's some energy. Come on. Let's keep that going. Yeah. Okay, so we're 5 minutes into the meeting. Just grabbed another profit. Okay, if we can get a good extension to the upside, I'm going to short it. Okay, we'll short there. Here's the energy. There we go. Come on now, keep that up. Okay, another extension up and we'll short it again. Just missed that. I was just about to hit the sell. All right, I think if we can drop a little bit of the ways, I will also go for a long. Let's get in a long right here. Then we've got something on both sides. Okay, we're gonna go, we took profit there, gonna go long again. Oh, got slippage on that entry, so not a great entry on that long. But the energy's coming in here. Okay, we're gonna buy there, we're gonna buy there. Gonna stretch one of these trades out just a little. And we're gonna buy here. Oh, another bad fill. Okay, well, I'm taking profits on that bottom one. If we can grab these couple profits, we're gonna get out of that top one for a little loss, mitigate that risk. Not positioned all that well at the moment, so I'm gonna wait for another extension down. See if I can get it better. All right, we're still into the downs. Oh man, another bad fill. Right as I was hitting it. Okay, we got a couple trades there. One more little pop up and we'll take that top trade off for a loss. A small loss. Take that one off there. So we've got a few trades for wins, and then we just took a little loss just to mitigate that risk. Gonna stretch that one trade out because it didn't fill very well. And then if this drops, we'll buy it again. Just look at the history for a sec. Dollar, yeah, so we got a pretty bad fill on that one. It was only 36 cents. Okay, we'll add a buy here. And another one here. Now our positioning is a little bit better. Want to stay heavy at the bottom if I'm buying. Before I had my trades kind of a little top heavy. My positioning wasn't so good, but we adjusted it, so that's good. Good adjustment on the fly. And I'm going to take that trade history off just for now. Okay, we just took profits on that bottom one. And if we can get another one, we might just take off that last one as well. Just because we'll have made our money on those two. So we could peel that one off. Unless it just spikes right up, then that'll be good. But I want to just keep that market as close to me as I can. I want to keep my profitability really close. Okay, I'm going to go in for another one right here, another buy.